is up, build family? We are tearing apart this transmission.
Sort of. Like a half-ass rebuild.
I wanted to just leave a little disclaimer here. We do not know what we're doing. So don't take any advice from us.
Until we're doing burnouts. Then you can go, yeah, they know what they're doing. I've rebuilt a few things. Transmission, transfer case. It's been Toyota. Never Volvo.
And I've only done a front wheel drive Honda tranny.
19s and 17s. Over here is a goofy little clip thing. Right there. You slide this collar down, and then you pop this pin with a punch. A punch.
The punch.
A punch. So. Or not. Boom.
I don't see that pin, but you're probably gonna need to take that off. You probably slash your fingers in the process.
Or ruin the cover. Holy cow, it doesn't want to come up. More leverage.
Can you, instead of trying to pull it off the whole thing, slide it up to the top where it was?
That's kind of where I was headed next, to see if I can get it over it.
Yeah.
Need something to spread it and be able to lift it, you know?
Some
Right tools?
snap ring tools.
Yes, I do have those.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
So why didn't we use those on my pistons?
These.
Uh-huh.
They got these little knurls on them.
Is that a snapping tool?
Oh yeah.
Snapping.
So they're for like a snap ring without the holes in them. They're for like pointed snap rings. And those points go in these little notches. So I'm gonna see if it'll work on this bad boy. This bad boy. Let's see here, boy.
All right, you Volvo guys, leave it in the comments below as to how you would approach this situation.
Sell it. Put a T5 in it. There we go.
Yeah!
Patience, I guess, is what you need. Not tools. Alright, now there is another pin, and in order to get it, looks like I gotta pull this, which needs to come off anyway, and it drives down. That's why I couldn't see it. So let's do that.
Okay.
17. Let's get this thing out of the way first. Since I busted them all loose. That's another thing I want to see if I can delete. Like, just no dampener, drive shaft to flange, delete.
Could we get this made into like a billet piece?
No, dude, the drive shaft's the same size.
Well, yeah, but there's that length.
Yeah, I lowered the car 2 inches though, so it's going to move forward. Like 4 inches of travel or so on the stock drive shaft. Maybe it'll work.
I guess we'll try it.
If not, then I might see about some spacers or something. I know they make spacers for flanges because people put them on 4-wheel drives all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
14. Now that is a donut. Oh, it is cracked a little. Made in Germany. Guten Tag.
31 years ago.
Oh, dude. There's my spacers. Just gotta drop them out. If I want no rub ski, just solid mount.
That's a good point.
That might work. Presstown, dude, USA. For days. Burn them out, whatever I gotta do. Oh, dude, that's a big nut. I don't have air tools here either, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to brace this.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have extension?
See, it's probably metric, but 1 1/8 is pretty tight. This will little bit of play. So I'm gonna see if I've got a metric socket too.
Okay.
And that is leaking in there. So dude, let's see. We'll try this 27.
My favorite number, baby. Come on, be a winner.
27 is your lucky number?
My favorite number. I don't know how lucky it is.
Ooh, first try.
Pretty lucky.
27. Now we'll see how to get it out. Let's see if I break something like my screwdriver. I've got another idea. Reverse sticks.
Huh?
Watch. Okay, this, like this. I didn't want to put the nut on any farther than a couple threads because I wanted it to move with the weight of the transmission. If I didn't have the nut on, I would have hit myself in the nads. I already broke these loose, sort of, with the big wrench.
There you go.
Just lay that bad boy over there. Smell that fish market, dude?
It does smell like.
I don't
Why
know.
does it smell like that?
I think it's the bushing material. And then the smells bad. Dude,
We got a dang fish hatchery in here. My head already hurts.
so I'm gonna see if this here lifts off on its own, or if I gotta remove the thing. I might just have to remove this. Paper, dude. How does paper seal lubricant? I've never understood it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why you wear gloves when you work on stuff. And no rings.
There, give me some of that. I need some chapstick.
Want some on your lips, bro?
So, in our last video, it was leaking out of
These holes?
this right here,
One of them.
which is
Right here.
this, and it is cracked.
And it didn't just crack taking it off.
Crime scene solved. Let's wrap this case up. Something just dropped. Did you hear that?
Yeah, but I don't know what would.
This thing is wacky. Wow, those are some pretty, I mean, they're helical gears, but they're pretty beefy.
Beefcakes.
Ooh, better show the crowd that one. So right now, as Cole is cleaning the surface of this, we're getting ready to Volvo bond it, and this was a custom batch.
Show them its wings.
Yeah. Volvo Bond. It doesn't say Honda right there. That's Volvo Bond.
Alright, I'm gonna give this a shot. I think it's gonna work. These probably aren't too tight. I don't think, I'm not too worried about damaging this. I mean, it's not really on the bearing where we're grabbing it. We're gonna give it a shot. Oh yeah. Might be safe. Let's see what happens. Okay, so what we found is when you pry this on each side, it kind of wants to do that and fight you the whole way. So what I found is use like a little crowbar or whatever this thing's called. It's kind of thin. There's a nice tab here to pry on. And then on this end, there isn't anything. So what we did, instead of prying up, we pushed down. So we put a socket, this is a 7/8, which fits over the shaft just good enough to where you're not going to damage any of the splines. So I set this here, and then he uses this mean, you could do it by yourself. And I didn't want to mark the transmission, so we used an old wrench as a spacer, just like that. Ooh, bam. That was extremely stressful, actually.
Yeah.
I was worried about breaking this bearing. And it didn't. It has a plastic cage, and one of the bearings actually popped out and they snapped back in place, and I looked all over it, don't see anything wrong with it. So I'm not gonna replace it. If it breaks, we'll know why. But I think it'll be good. So I'm gonna clean this up. We're gonna put some Volvobond on there and glue this bad boy back together.
Good morning, you beautiful people. It is the next day.
Now we're cleaning it up, getting ready to reseal it.
She's just about all cleaned up.
Yes, sir. I got a little bit more gasket to remove, and I'm gonna wipe it down with brake clean.
This razor blade method is not recommended, but as you can see, he's not marring up anything.
Yeah, I barely push, and if it starts to hang up, I make sure it's not digging in. So, and we're not using the gasket that you're supposed to, since it's a full budget build. We're gonna glue it on. Yama bond it.
No, it's Volvo Bond. Don't listen to him.
Volvobond. That is a teensy hole.
Oh, you did poke a hole.
That is teensy. I might spread it with my finger. This thing's gonna be difficult to get off, I'll tell you that. If I ever, probably won't do it again.
Probably won't.
If I do anything, like I said, dude, T5.
Exactly. If any training issue comes into play, you're gonna get a different transmission. So, then we can turn this thing into a sink.
I like these little tabs. Like, not only they're thick to pound on, but like I can hold it good. Oof.
Like a glove.
Totally pumped. Didn't break nothing. It all went together easy. Now that I know what we're doing,
We were really worried that,
we're gonna hagger up those bearings.
yeah,
And I didn't.
nothing broke. I know it's bearings are bearings, you can get new ones, but that wasn't the goal from the get-go. We did not want to have to replace anything. We were just going to reseal it. So be sure to use Volvobond on all Volvo products, because there are certain additives in this that are only exclusive towards Volvo-made metals.
German. It's funny is this is Swede, Swedish. I actually looked up some parts online and found them in the UK, and yes, it's Swedish, but the parts are from Germany. I'm sure they speak German in Sweden, or do they speak Swedish? Ready to go on. So this is kind of cool. I thought this had a crack in the case, or a bolt hole is leaking, and it may have been, but there's a weep hole, I'm guessing for expansion or heat or whatever. So I'm guessing that's a vent. Anyway, I'm not sealing it because it's their factory, and yeah, cool, it's going on. Oh, there's no dowels. Okay, so these are bronze bushings. They are special made by a company that sells to IPD. They're an upgrade because the factory ones are this really cheesy plastic, and the shifter was super sloppy. So this will go in last, you know, like that. So this goes in like that. This goes in like this.
There's gonna be no slop on those.
Something like that. And this goes in. Just like that. With glove. So yeah, there's a little play. But I'll grease it. And once everything's together, it should be fine. I could also eliminate this because I don't like set screws, you know, and just do a bolt with a nylock on the end.
At any rate, it's gonna be a night and day difference from what it was.
Yep. We're gonna stand this upright, like this, downright, whatever you want to call it, so I can pop the bell housing off and not leak whatever little bit of stuff is in there all over. Alright, look at this extension, bro.
We've used that on the most stupid, just like why?
Piece of gasket.
Cole decided to start without us.
Dude, it's so nice I didn't want to miss the window. This is gonna get a light coat of primer, and then it's gonna get painted.